Evening all. This is game 9 of the RTSL 2022A season. I've managed to drag my lifeless corpse up to the heady heights of 4 wins and 4 losses. So we'll see if these last couple of games put me over the top or in the toilet. But we'll see. So we're playing Tcoverdale, and I'm the USA, and we're away. So let's get in there and see what we've got to work with. Okay. Not the worst opening hand ever. What do we got here? We probably want to purge with this opening hand. In the absence, I mean, Vietnam Revolts makes us look pretty stupid, doesn't it? I'm still sticking with the boring old opening because it's what my brain can handle. We've got NASA, so that's fine. So let's plug all that in, and a purge probably isn't the worst thing. Hold de Gaulle for blockade and try and ditch Asia for 1. Got a counter-code nuclear test ban and Warsaw Pact. So we can drop a 4-op card if we're purging them. Yep. Alright, so 442, headline purge, get the hand tracker going. So I've got CIA and Nasser. I've got Asia scoring and nuclear test ban. I got Warsaw Pact and de Gaulle. And ooh, Arab-Israeli war's gone off while I've been paying attention. Oh, and they've got NATO as well. So that's probably Iran. Yeah. Damn. Oh, the Middle East does not look healthy. While they don't have presence, we're going to drop Asia scoring for -1. That's nice because that cuts adjacency. Yeah, very sensible, very sensible. So I guess we actually are resolving NASA first so that we can get ourselves a coup target. A bit unusual. Now we just have to hope they don't have duck and cover. Yep, okay. Without NATO in play, that's a bit bold, but we're going to take a big greasy coup in Egypt and hope they can't counter coup as strong. Nice! Looks like we're going to keep rolling 6 like we rolled yesterday. That was disgusting. Great gambit. Great gambit by the opponent. Ruthlessly dispatched by a disgustingly high coup. Well, that puts a kind of unreasonably unfair pin in their Middle East prospects. They can still get domination, obviously, but that 4 has pretty much insulated us from anything but the highest counter coup. They need to roll a 5 or a 6 with a 4-op card. Cruel and unusual. Okay, so what have we got for the rest of the turn? Take Thailand before decol and D-style. Sneak DEFCON down another notch to make sure that Thailand can't be jeopardized. Take Europe, but we're holding de Gaulle, so we know that they can't get adjacency in France. I guess the key question is whether we overprotect. Oh, okay, yeah, so there you go. That's very unfair. Okay, so we can put 2 in Thailand. Maybe 1 in Thailand for now, because we don't want to tip off we don't have Europe scoring immediately. I guess the question is just whether or not we want to... Maybe we just want to take France. This is the other option. I don't think it's unreasonable, all things considered. Holding de Gaulle. Marshall Plan still to come out. Oh, well then I'm punished. But that's nicely done. We'll put 2 in Thailand and see whether they take the coup. Oh, I suppose, yeah, no, we'll do that for sure. Because they're still going to have to use the China card at some point. So I think AR6 will coup Angola and hope for more than 1 if they don't take Thailand here. If they coup Panama, we'll finish taking Thailand and force them to use the China card or decol if they get it. Oh, they're going for it. Okay. So we'll take the last coup of the turn. Will we keep DEFCON up? Suppose we have no major issues with keeping DEFCON up, right? Means we'll get the final coup. So we can either go Panama, Costa Rica, Laos to push into Burma and India. I suppose this way we can get into Burma and India quicker. Ooh, yeah. It feels weird putting into non-battleground, but pressing into Asia in the early war seems reasonable. Yeah. Okay. The alternative is to call event and repair, but that gives adjacency to Algeria and the Suez Gambit, so this is fine. I'm not sure it's right, but it's what I'm doing. Indo-Pakistani war's nice. We've got blockade to blockade away de Gaulle. That means, unfortunately, we don't have decol. Indo-Pakistani war's good. We've got a couple of 3-op cards we can play, and we can defect whatever they headline, which could make a difference here. So, OG. Defectors. I mean, if they we're 50-50 to hold defectors, so they could try running European scoring, which would be a brilliant play. But we need to hold up against Sock and Suez, so if they do Europe scoring, then bully for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's your chance for glory. Okay, that's fine. There are worse things to defect. They could be holding 5-year plan and they could be holding 5-year plan and Asia scoring, unfortunately. I guess we want to coup Venezuela, don't we? Because we've got access to Algeria. More than 1, please. It was probably still the better attempt, but my goodness. From rags to riches to rags again. That's a real shame. Then take South Korea. That's what I usually do when I give up US Japan. Okay. Making it prohibitive, certainly. How about that? That's fine. Keep the pressure on. So US Japan is gone. Comic-Con is gone. Have I been keeping up with things? Yep. Right to space. It's a good result for us because we can finish taking Korea. Ooh. That's very nice. Playing to India. I'm happy with that. Well, they can't moan too much since they got decol and D-style first up. That's great for us. My goodness. Italy's fine. But that does look like someone who's going to 5-year plan away Europe scoring. We'll give the China card back and hope they don't roll a 5 or a 6 on Korea. Yeah. I'm not sure that's great. I guess if they don't hold 5-year plan this turn, we've missed the opportunity to try and end play them with CIA, but everything needs to come out. So we will take another region for European domination because it's coming out next turn. And we'll hold Indo-Pakistani war to get Milops next turn. Yep, that's fine. We got Korean War, which is great. So socialist governments is the likely headline line, and we can't escape it. But if they drop Europe scoring turn 1, we get the... Nope, they've got 5-year plan. Shut my mouth. Yep, so they can just 5-year plan away Europe scoring. They may still use socialist governments, but they don't need to. Glad we got decol. That's a card to be spaced if there ever was one. See, I think Capture Nazis is our headline, isn't it? They go straight back with Fidel. What's my 7th card I'm missing? Indo-Pak, Truman, Suez, Korean Decor, Duck and Cover. Okay. That was a must with 5-year plan. They've got Olympic Games. That was the card that we didn't know about. So we can get a coup off. And we'll coup in Brazil. Come on, be good this time. More than a 1, please. More than a 2, actually. Lovely. Going for it with even. Oh, ouch. That was mean. Almost the Grand Slam. Oh, well, can't argue with that. Well, Africa's now ostentatiously problematic. Wow, that's a huge realign. Those 2 coup attempts that did not stick in South America and the massive realigns there have made my mid-war look very shaky. With CIA gone as well, the potential for scores are pretty massive. Noted. Playing into Israel just for them to take Lebanon, for me just to use Suez was probably short-sighted thinking on my part. So it goes. Don't need to immediately repair UK. Pop another one in Libya to level up. Let's hope we dodge Muslim Rev. At least we've got one in Israel for that purpose, because they didn't strip us. Nice that containment will be coming back. We may as well have a gamble on Pakistan. And it pays off. That's a bonus. Still rolling 6s. And they've got a 5-year plan away Europe, so they can tap Pakistan but not take it. Well, the loss of 5 points in Europe is going to be pretty big for us because of how South America and Africa are looking. Ah, okay. In that case, we'll overprotect Pakistan and keep working on that. All right, mid-war time. What do you got for us? Purge again. And defectors. Choices, choices. There's nothing we want to ask not, but we want to try holding it, don't we? So, we're in the question of whether purge or defectors is better. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. That's not. Purge or defectors? What's likely and risky for us? Brush war in the headline, ABM treaty in the headline. Muslim Rev. We're gonna defect. Hunter. Okay, Hunter's also nice to defect. The Americas are already going so badly for us. Yep, very nice. Panama. Fails. Okay, that's good for us. We'll take what we can get there while waving away South America and Africa. Okay. That's one scoring card which we weren't expecting to go that well earlier. So we will space... Oh no, we're going to space Korean War before Liberation Theology. Success. Okay, well we still get to space again, which is nice. So Libthy can go up too. So we're going to be holding one small... Arsenal. Okay, that's fairly standard. Can't argue with that. But NASA are doing us proud. To space. Yep, that's sensible. But poor old Roscosmos are not performing. Okay. What else do we need to do? It's time to take stock here. We are unlikely to break Africa or South America. It's all highly speculative. I think shoring up what we've got in Asia is probably better. We're not going to hold Purge, right? We're going to hold our snot because we want to ditch Lone Gunman to it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Yeah, that's fine. So we get an extra VP with Taiwan. Yeah, sorry, the other thing I wanted to do, I remember now, was to play into Jordan. To threaten Saudi Arabia and give them two things to think about when it comes to Muslim revolution. Egypt, Libya, plus Saudi, Jordan. With us being so far behind in Africa and South America, being dominated in the Middle East is largely unaffordable. So here they'll take Saudi, sensible. So we will have to respond. We'll flip Lebanon. That's all right. For now, yeah. They're only going to be flipping that back if they are particularly excited about scoring Middle East domination. Otherwise, they'll play into Syria. Okay, I mean, that's something. Yeah. What do they play in? South Africa, yeah, that's fine. Not a lot that can be done there. Start to load up Israel. Okay, NATO's triggered. Boy. What we wanted to be done next turn is be dealt Lone Gunman plus South America plus Africa scoring, right? If we can Arsenal away those 2 scoring cards, that makes up for 5-year plan burning us. We'll level that up for Southeast Asia scoring. We've got nowhere to coup, so we give up the 2 VP for Milops. Yeah, come on, scoring cards. Incredible! Oh, that's disgusting. And Muslim Rev. Oh, boy. I apologize in advance for what I'm about to do. That is a 21 VP swing and ditching Lone Gunman. That is just... That's probably the cruelest deal I've ever seen. That's awful. Undeserving. Undeserving of such rich fortune. That's the story of my life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 9th is MV Sadat, Lone Gunman, Voice America, Muslim Rev? Yeah, Muslim Rev. Yeesh. Do we have a headline? Voice of America? If they drop Middle East scoring, yeah, Middle East, Voice of America, because we can ask not on a later turn. There's nothing stopping us, not, is there? And Quagmire we can ditch Muslim Rev to if they do mire us. Let's just hold up. Let's see. So Arab-Israeli War is a 6. Cambridge 5 doesn't matter. Vietnam revolts. Yeah, that's a little annoying, but not a big problem. Anybody? Yeah, Willie Bren, Impression of Courage, Culture, U2, Quagmire, OPEC. Yeah. So OPEC, we will bury you, and Quagmire are all likely. But let's still do VOA in the headline and ask not on the next term. Brezhnev. So they're just going to pump their ops. I think we still want to strip out some Africa, but also dominate the Middle East as well. That's going to give them some decisions on cooing. And they're going to give us the coup. So we will take it. But let's take it in Iran to try and sneak domination in the Middle East, because we know we're going to ask not away those 2 scoring cards for now. That won't do it. We can safely missile envy them, and we're likely to pull a red 3-op card, or luckily, if we're lucky, ABM, we will bury you. Shutter Diplomacy is good for us, Yasura is good for us, Brush and Salt are fine. So yeah, I'm actually happy to missile envy them here. And if we can sneak something like Brush War, oh nice. Yep. Nice to get the China card, and if they just give us Cultural Revolution with Missile Envy, we've kept hold of the China card. So let's Missile Envy them. Just double check. There's no Duck and Cover. Duck and Cover is in the discard pile. Although I've put it in the removed pile because I'm an idiot. Dark Cover's in the discard. Yep. So we cannot be handed something that drops Defcon. So let's Missile Envy them. Well, next turn we're asking not. So yeah, Salt, ABM, Shuttle Dip, OPEC, Cult Rev, Quagmire, We Will Bury You. Salt, oof. I mean, in a way that's unfortunate because now we raise Defcon, but in another way, we can Salt VOA, and we can ditch Lone Gunman. Yeah. Salt VOA. Ditch Lone Gunman, and then still ask not away the bad scoring cards. It's influence. So worst case scenario here, we get put in the Quagmire and don't get out with Muslim Revolution. Best case scenario, none of that happens and we ditch Africa and South America scoring. We'll just coup Angola. So they do get the last coup, but we are ditching everything but Voice of America. Yep. -1, please. Oh, okay. So we still ask not. Okay. Okay. That's a good emit. No to South African unrest. No to We Will Bury You. No to Vietnam revolts. And also no to ABM. As bad as South America and Africa are, it's quite swingy. We Will Bury You. South African unrest. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine. That's not another easy flip. So Southeast Asia scoring is a little fiddly. But I still think there are other things we want to do with our ops, right? Overtake France, because de Gaulle is going to come back out later. Did de Gaulle go? No, de Gaulle and Suez have gone. Oh, okay, so we just need to overprotect by 1, really. Well, with no way to cut access, we could do Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. which pretty much solidifies Asia domination, which is easier than changing the Middle East materially. Choices. That flip seems like someone who's got Southeast Asia scoring in their hand. God, Summit's gone. I haven't been keeping tabs very well. Special relationship went, yeah? Yep. Da-da-da-dum. So where am I at on cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So 36 discarded, or 35. Brilliant. Great work, dude. What genius. One of those has presumably been removed instead. Oh well. And removed 3, 6, 9, 12, 11, 22, 23. Yeah, okay. I won't worry too much about what the... so let's just... I'm way behind on track. I've got Arab-Israeli war, which I can deal with. Nuclear subs, which I'd probably want to play at some point and coup my way through Africa and... Yeah, coup my way through Africa and South America. NORAD, Portuguese Empire. NORAD. And VOA. Oh yes, VOA came back. That's why there was one too many in the discard pile. Brilliant. And I've got the China card. It's all coming up Millhouse. All right, we're on AR5. So I only get 2 coups if I event nuclear subs now. Hold Voice of America? Yeah, because if I'm doing nuclear subs as well, 5, 6, 7, Arab-Israeli War, NORAD, and Portuguese Empire crumbles. Look like my cards. So we'll start by taking Israel. Because, of course, shuttle diplomacy is still in the deck. And that also neutralizes Arab-Israeli War. Okay. We can set up coups and realigns at some point, but we don't need to worry about that just yet. So we'll overprotect France. We want to move into Taiwan. It's worth an extra VP and Korean War's still in the deck. Can it be flipped? All is well. And we can use Portuguese Empire crumbles because Africa is such a parlous state anyway. So Asia and the Middle East still to go. So AR7, we can tap Iran to gain domination in the headline. And only brush war is yet unaccounted for that can cause some trouble. Ooh. Is it more profitable to cover Greece and Portugal against... Oh no, NATO's in play. NATO's in play, so Italy's safe from brush war. So yeah, I'm assuredly tapping Iran. There's something that's not going to be raising DEFCON anytime soon. Overprotects. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So I tap Saudi instead. Good thing I have adjacency. Shot. We got both. So I feel like Middle East scoring is the headline. Brush war is a risk. But it's the only risk besides Quagmire. And they don't get domination if they do flip it because they don't have a non-battleground. So I think Middle East scoring in the headline. Okay. Cards, cards. We've got Asia and UN. Get 2 VP for that. Okay, so event nuclear subs and go to town. Asia scoring first. But we still want to event nuclear subs and go to town, although we could still get quagmired. No trouble there, mate. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, UN intervention, colonial rear guards. Yep. Okay, so what's the worst case scenario? We event nuclear subs and get quagmired, we ditch Cultural Revolution or Cambridge 5, or we get to start cooing. The problem with starting cooing is the huge amount of adjacency, but it'll be what it'll be. So yeah, let's just do it. And we could always go China card Cult Rev for some mega coups, because all of Asia is well protected and just scored. Although now both Yasuri and... That's a reason to get rid of Cult Rev. If we give the China card back, there's no easy way for us to get it. Yeah, big overprotection. So where are we starting is the question. We can start in Algeria, which is a 2-stab. Nigeria run the risk of being realigned. I guess Algeria, we want a foothold in Africa before we move on, so let's hope for a 5 or a 6 and go there first. Great. Can't argue with that. So next up, I guess, is Venezuela. Pope to space. And they're away. Roscosmos have sent Sputnik up. Invented nuclear subs. Willie got discarded. Right, we're running low on cards. So he's got 4 left. There's OAS, Camp David, Grain Sales, Puppet Gov, Shuttle Diplomacy, Brush War, Che, Quagmire, and OPEC. I think we do the UN intervention coup with Cultural Revolution. A 6 would be so good here, please. A 3. Not swell. We'll have another coup on it, use Voice of America, and event colonial rear guards to kind of spread our seed in Africa. But we're going to hold the China card. And the good thing about using Voice of America now is, of course, we get it back in the deck before the reshuffle. Yep, sensible, but we'll have another one. I suppose a 4's good, I shouldn't moan. It's almost worth having another coup with colonial rear guards rather than so yeah, we'll just suck out with VOA. 2 cards left. Is one of them Quagmire? Camp David, oh, he had a gross hand. We'll have another crack with colonial rear guards. No guts, no glory. Okay, not bad. That forces a coup on Venezuela. Please give us brush war. No, but we've got defectors, so that's good, and they won't expect it. So their exact hand, let's do that. We were lucky to get Quagmire. Brush War and Grain Sales. Puppet Governments and OPEC. Shuttle Diplomacy is in play, so that didn't go back in the reshuffle. And I got OAS, Quagmire, and then reshuffle. Alliance for Progress, currently only worth 2. Liberation Theology worth going to space. How I Learned. Duck and Cover. Lads. Missile Envy. Defectors. So Defectors doesn't look like a bad headline. All right. So what are our options? Duck and Cover are actually off the table because we will bury use a risk. Ditto Missile MV. Missile MV isn't actually because we're holding Duck and Cover. But I think Defectors is fine because they're likely to brush roar in the headline and then go for a coup. So we'll just defect whatever they're dropping. Purge, even better. So we know they're holding brush war and OPEC. So the question is, will there be a time where we can snag a missile MV off them? That's good for us. So we take Venezuela. We're going to be spacing Libthy, spacing Quagmire. This board is now looking very generous to us. It took a lot of nuclear subbing. Oh, doy. That was silly of me. Oh, hello. Happy to give up Venezuela. All right, so what do we got here? For now, let's space. Let's see if they've got Central America scoring. We know they've got grain sales space. Please miss so I can space Quagmire. Okay, no joy. Even taking a 3 VP OPEC off them is not shabby. But we now know they don't have Central America scoring, right? No, let's missile envy them anyway. Chance to get either OPEC, which denies them 3 VP, or a higher op card. Muslim Red Flower Power, we will bury you, ABM. Nuclear test ban's annoying. ABM's fantastic. Ooh, golly goshkins. Do we try again on Panama? I think we do. 3 or higher, please. Pretty please. Excellent. Well, that's a snag. Now we really want to start going after Nicaragua and Haiti. And Alliance for Progress is, especially being +9, Alliance for Progress feels like it's ready to be evented. Yeah, so we take the coup on Colombia. And we've got plenty of attempts on that. Czechoslovakia to stop tearing down this wall, and there's going to be a one-op coup coming here. Great. We'll start work on Nicaragua. And we've still got OAS to flip Haiti a boring way. Or two into Brazil, I guess. Okay. We'll break Brazil. Puppet governments and OPEC. Lovely. That's nice for us. Access to Chile, domination in Central America, and access to Ivory Coast. So if we do coup Nigeria, yeah, that's fine. All right, we're going to take a 3VP Alliance for Progress. And we've got War Games and Middle East scoring. So really, and we're headline peaking. Oh, this is... this game kind of got away from USSR. After those solid realignments in the early war, just every deal has been stacked. So, I mean, Aldrich could come here, right? So let's not get ahead of ourselves. But it's just been dirty. The entire game. Yeah. It's supposed to be a balanced game. Pretty grim viewing. So yeah, let's hope no Aldrich, and if no Aldrich, Middle East scoring, probably followed by War Games and a GG. But Aldrich keeps him in it. A random terrorism does too. The Reformer does not. So we'll be happy to go Middle East scoring here. NORAD Cult Rev. Do you have Europe scoring? No. Good game. Good game. Good game. Sorry, Tom. It was Thomas. It was an unjust game. What we got there? All right, well. I was something like 2-4 in Rutzel at one point this season. I was like, holy smoke, this is diabolical. And somehow I'm at 5-4. Last game's tomorrow, so there's still time for me to have an even record. But turning this around to a winning record, I guess it just shows the swings of outrageous fortune as a famous Twilight Struggle player, I think, said. No, slings rather than swings, but whatever. So another game tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. at UK time. That's 2:30 Eastern, 8:30 in Europe. Join me if you can. I should shout out, I guess, because I stream on a 15-minute delay, but my opponent yesterday, DSOTC, came by to watch me play today. So, great game yesterday. I'm very sorry I kept rolling sixes. That was totally cruel. Good luck in the rest of your seasons. That goes both to Thomas and to my opponent in chat. I'm grateful for the games. You are all very great and amenable players, even when luck seems to be utterly heinous and against you, which I guess is the mark of the sort of quality of player that we have in RTSL. Just nice people. So, pleasure to play you. And thanks to those who watched. Let me know what you would have done differently. Like I said in the chat, I don't think there's anything that my opponent could have done differently this game. It was just a slaughterhouse. Every deal was golden. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. That's the game. But thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And until then, have a good evening.